Here we are, the tail of the tape. We have the ANBF Australasian Super Flyweight title between Sarah Higginson and Holly McMath. These two ladies, I'm really excited to see these two ladies, very good boxers, and they're going to bring a wealth of talent and knowledge into the ring tonight, and I'm excited for this.
Bout 3 of your pro card here at Pathway Boxing, coming to you live from the RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia. This is the first of our championship bouts, ladies and gentlemen. Proudly brought to you by Flex Fitness Equipment. This is for the ANBF Australasian Super Flyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner from the CNS fight team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sarah Higginson.
Here she comes, Sarah Higginson. So 17 amateur fights to her record, 11 pro fights, Daniel. So she's had some decent experience. And I tell you, Higgy, she's a character. She's a real life character. I've been around her, I've sort of spent a bit of time with her a little, even done a little bit of training in that here and there with her, and she's just an absolute character and a great person to be around. Also currently has the WBA Oceanic title to her name.
Gotta love the sound system with the Thunderstruck anthem coming down here, eh?
Goodness, man. I remember coming out to this song quite a few times for my pro boxing fights.
Yeah, it's electrifying.
I think my coach made me come out of the first fight. I come out of this song.
And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner from Lacey's Gym. Please welcome Holly McMath.
Here we have it in the blue corner, Holly McMath coming out with that slow approach, giving it a good thought of what she's about to do tonight. She comes with a wealth of experience, over 35 plus professional fights. She had a controversial loss her last fight. You know, a lot of people thought she won against Jazzy Parr.
Yep.
And I mean, Daniel, you're well equipped with the Parr last name.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? Maybe the next pathway we can get Daniel Dawson versus John Wayne Parr for an exhibition boxing match. Number 4.
Imagine that. We get that number 4 fight here at the RAC Arena. Wink, wink, Pathway promoters. Let's get that one on. Maybe we can raise some money for some much-needed charities and put on a great show at the same time. Maybe we could actually bring Jazzy Parr over here to fight one of our females too. I know we've got a couple of females that could probably match up with her.
Of course, man, she's making a huge name for herself in the boxing world. And of course, Holly, hungry for this win.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is bout 3 of the professional card for Pathway Boxing. 8 by 2-minute rounds in the 52.16 kilogram super flyweight division. This bout proudly brought to you by Flex Fitness Equipment, and it is for the ANBF Australasian Super Flyweight Championship. Your officials at ringside for this championship bout, timekeeper Celeste Allen, Dr. Paddy Golden. Your judges are Carl Zapier, Andrew Hines and Donovan Kilty, and when the bell sounds, the man in charge, Mr. Vince Pergoliti. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, the challenger. She is trained by Daryl Chin from the CNS fight team. Standing at 154 centimeters, she weighs in at 50.82 kilograms. With a record of 11 fights and 4 wins, she is a former state and national super flyweight champion, a former ANBF Australasian bantamweight champion, and a current WBA Oceania champion. Hailing from Perth, Western Australia, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sarah the Pocket Rocket Higginson. And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. She is trained by Justin Lacey from Lacey's Gym. She stands at 160 centimeters and has a physical weight of 51.54 kilograms. She has a record of 9 fights with 5 wins. She is a former 2-time New Zealand national champion, a 2-time Australasian super flyweight champion, and a multi-time New Zealand Golden Gloves champion. She is the current, the reigning, the defending ANBF Australasian super flyweight champion, hailing from Auckland in New Zealand, but proudly fighting out of Perth, Western Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Holly Mayhem McMath.
The introductions are out of the way.
Take yourself at all times.
Fighters take the middle.
Touch gloves. Let's go.
Vince Pergoletti leading the action.
I tell you what, I'm excited for this one, boys.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bout 3, ANBF Australasian Super Flyweight Championship on the line. Round 1.
A lot of bounce early on.
Oh, there'd be some nerves getting ready for this, eh?
Absolutely.
Fight in front of this crowd, this
Time for
arena.
an Australasian title on the line.
Yep. A lot of experience behind Holly, hey?
Both girls. I was saying just before that I've actually been on national trips away with Sarah. I remember 2019 she secured herself a silver medal at the Olympic trials.
Amazing. What an effort that is.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, nice counter strike by there, Holly.
I'll tell you what.
Now a bit of a
Big swings now.
I think Sarah had a bit of a problem with her top there.
Yeah, ref comes, steps in
Holly
now.
did not waste any time jumping on her though and letting her know she's in a fight, which is
we are. She pounced on it.
Yep. You can see her mindset. She's just ready to go any time.
Hopefully the corner can tape that up during the break.
Yeah, which is the way Holly likes to fight. Getting close, get those big shots off.
Beautiful right hand again from Higgins. So just drops ahead, lets the right hand fly over the top. Thrown it twice now, 2 times success. That strap's still bothering Higgins a little bit though. Hopefully we can fix that before it's too late.
That's the end of round 1.
That was a good opening round.
That was a good opening round.
First round.
Yeah.
Both girls feeling each other out.
All right, guys, we've just now got a shooter. We've got Alex Pearce here, the Fremantle Dockers head coach. I think he's here. Oh, the captain, sorry. The captain, there he is. There's the captain, Fremantle Dockers captain. And he's here, I think, in support of Hayden Ballantyne. Might have his family down there as well.
The Stars are out tonight here in Perth.
The Stars are out tonight here in Perth. It's great to see.
I don't know if the
Fremantle Dockers.
I don't know if the cameraman spotted him, but I did see Nick Nat Nui floating around here earlier.
Oh, mate, it is cool. How cool is it, actually? It's really, really cool, isn't it?
Seconds out.
Let's see what kind of adjustments we're going to see here in round 2.
Round number 2, here we go. I think Higginson's going to be a bit more aggressive this round. Holly does seem to have that little bit of height and reach on her, and holds a high guard, so that's quite hard to get past, isn't it, Billy?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I wanted to see here from Higgins is a bit of head movement, bobbing, weaving, coming in, trying to close that gap.
Yep.
Just giving different looks, always juggling the upper body. I tell you what, she's countered that jab a couple times, that overhand right.
Yeah,
so
and it was very close on that one, wasn't it?
So Holly can't be throwing any sloppy jabs because Higgins is making her pay for it.
Yep. And it looks like Higgins, she's just waiting. She's setting up for those, isn't she?
But she's inching in close too. She's trying to force the action, trying to force sign outs to counter it. Oh, good level change there.
Oh, good exchange.
Yeah, dirty boxing on the inside.
Yep.
Love to see it.
Well, he's got the mayhem on her shorts there.
You think we're going to see some chaotic behaviour from Holly then?
I don't know. She looks very disciplined at the moment to me. She started this fight very disciplined. And I don't know if that was the game plan going in. You know, obviously, having 35 fights, you know, she's no stranger to the ring, of course. But she seems very, very disciplined and sticking to a game plan. I don't know if that's, you know, maybe something with Justin Lacey and maybe they're working on something specifically for this fight against Sarah.
With a name like Mayhem, I'm expecting to see at least like 35 punch combination at some point.
Or at least some big jumping Mike Tyson lead hook or something.
Well, she definitely got the base for it, that wide.
There we go.
Spoke too soon.
Oh, there we spoke too soon, mate. We did. Look at him go.
Maybe she's overheard us.
It's like, I'll show you mayhem, commentators. I'm here at Pathway Boxing Promotions, ready to go.
We have got a cut on top of Holly's head.
There is too. Look at that.
It was a head clash at the very end once she let her hands go.
Let's have a look at this replay. What have we got there? Yeah, look, Higgins, she did find a home for that right hand.
That was that level change we talked about earlier.
This might be from the first round.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, good, like you said, good head movement and good level changes would really help out Sarah a lot, I think. And she did have some success when she did it. It's just going to be, how do you get past Holly's jab? And look, there's some blood pouring out of Holly there. She's got a nice little cut.
Usually the cuts aren't too big of an issue. The only times when they're going to start giving Holly a bit of an issue is if that blood starts obviously running down into her eyes.
Yes.
If we can just keep it out of her eyes, it won't be too much of an issue. But got
very
an experienced cut man.
Very good cut man. Yeah, big rig in the corner. Very experienced, mate. A lot of experience there.
Just got back from Saudi Arabia himself.
Yep.
So he's been working with some top talent over there. Had a couple Australian boys, WA boys actually, just participating at WBC Grand Prix.
Oh, who was that? Who was over there?
We got a shout out to Lewis Clark, unfortunately he lost, and Jude Grant.
Jude Grant, of course,
very,
Jude
very
Grant,
well.
that's right. He's really stepped up, isn't he, too?
Boxed to a decision, a draw.
Oh, well done, boys. Well done over there.
So it'll be good to see them back in the ring shortly. And we can see on Sarah Higgins' top, the corner have made a sort of like a custom, a quick fix, bit of tape.
Some big shots there by Holly.
Mayhem's really letting her hands go here.
Yeah, she is, and she's living up to that name now. And I think it was the pressure too, but maybe and her coming out smart, intelligently, like measuring up for a round or so, because we're looking at an 8-round fight here. So she's taken a couple of rounds to really find her range. Now she seems to be stepping into it.
Maybe Holly's just seen a bit of her own blood and it's like, you know, maybe woke her up, realised, hang on, I'm in the fight here.
Yep.
That was a very quick lead hands. Both girls just probing there, measuring.
Measuring up. Again, I think you said it before, Bill. I think with Sarah, like you can measure with that jab, but maybe some head movement, some feints on the way in before letting that big right hand go.
I think variations is going to be Sarah's big friend right now. You don't want to just become predictable, especially over an 8-round fight. What works in the early rounds may not work later in the rounds.
Yeah, that's right.
In the early rounds, we saw a big commitment with the 1-2.
Yeah.
which is good, and she has success. But you can't build much upon that, so we need to be a little bit lighter on the feet.
That's the end of round
Maybe you come with a double jab right hand.
Good, well fought round by both ladies.
Yeah, yeah. Besides that very big moment, it's a very, very even round, that one.
We look at the replay here, Holly. Good little check hook, especially if she backs her up to the rope. She wants to like get, she basically wants to get Higginson back in the ropes just to unload those shots.
Really tried to maul her there on the ropes there, didn't she? Higgins always looking over that for overhand right, being a shorter fighter.
And when you see that, and the reason why we just saw then, like in the middle of the ring, Higginson's actually moving the head really well, making it quite hard for her to land.
Seconds out.
Really, you'd have to push her to the ropes, keep her on the ropes to try and land some shots. Good matchup, another great matchup here tonight on the card.
Worthy of being a title fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Defending as well for Holly, defending her belt tonight.
Looks like Higgins has gone back to that bounce on her toes.
Yes, yep. Which again makes her even harder to hit, right? With that sort of bounce and that movement in and out.
Yeah, that's much better. Lighter on the feet.
Yep, yep. And Higgins, they're actually having success with the jab too.
Now we're coming into the halfway point of the fight. What do you think the game plan is coming in for Holly versus Sarah? What do you think with the shorter fighter, her defending about? What do you think the game plan is?
I think coming in, Sarah needs to get more punches off because she's gonna find it hard to win the exchanges on the outside with Holly at the moment because, you know, I think, but if she can get inside and throw more volume, throw more punches, she's going to have more chance of landing more. Yeah. So it's really going to be about that, isn't it?
Seems like, especially this round, like it seems to be more. She's a reactive fighter. She's reacting off what Holly's doing.
Yep.
You know, it'd be good to see Sarah try and lead the action. You know, her letting her punches go first, and then try and draw something out for a counter.
Yep. Both ladies putting in a lot of effort into this one.
Nice overhand by Holly.
Oh, and that's what it is. So Sarah in close, she needs to let those combat. There is let it go, yes.
Sarah's going for
That's
it.
the end of round 4.
Oh, interesting finish to that round, because that sort of, that changes things a little bit, because you start feeling the punches landing, and you're like, okay, I can do this now. Changes your belief system a bit.
Absolutely. I think that was a positive end for Higgins there.
Yes, definitely.
Like that. Even though it was still close, both girls are trading punches back and forth. Just the body language.
Yes.
Her keeping her eyes on her at the very end.
Yep. Holly's done a great job, though, of landing some very, very dominant punches earlier on in the exchanges.
See here, just on the replay.
Yep.
Big Rig still working that cut on top of Holly's head.
Yep.
Doing a very good job so far. Looks like we haven't seen no blood coming down the face.
Yep.
Really contained it to that area.
Seconds out.
Have you had that cut, Billy, like in the eyes or on the forehead where it's come down into your eyes as you're fighting? Have you had that?
Touch wood. Lucky I haven't yet. I had a big one above the eye, but it just it flowed away from the eye.
Flowed away. Oh, yep.
You know, when you get blood in your eye, it stings. It's not it's not sweat. It's not like you can just rub it out. It's just stinging feeling. So when you get the blood in the eye, it really becomes detrimental to the fight. So having a good cut man in the corner.
Minnie T, you've had a few wars and even on one championship and with Rod Tongue as well, and elbow wars, and you've had that where that blood streaming down your face and through your eyes. Like,
yeah,
how did you
that's
find
why
that?
it's good being a commentator and not having the video on the face right now.
Isn't it quite nice tonight?
Yeah. Now, speaking to the doctor before, though, obviously doing a lot of boxing events, he finds he uses the stitching a lot more for boxing events because of the head clashes.
Head clashes,
small,
yep. So title defense in this one. Title on the line. Round number 5. We really want to see either fighter sort of step in and really try and take control of this fight now.
I said no one wants to lose their title, and no one wants to win title. You want to win a title or defend your title.
Look at those combinations. Sarah, she knows she needs to throw. She's inside. She is throwing. She knows she needs to do it.
Yeah, that's it. You want to get a convincing win.
A cheeky little knee trip there, but referee Vince has called that one and cut that one quickly.
And yeah, just remember, Sarah has to take this title from Holly. So she's got to be more dominant when it comes to the end of the fight to be able to take that title from Holly.
Oh, head clash. Was it a head clash? Oh no. Oh, that is spilling out with blood there. That was I could hear that crack from here.
The doctor's going to have a good look at this one. Dr. Patty Golden coming up to the ring. Oh, it doesn't look like it.
Not good.
We have to get this back on the replay.
And again, we talked about that head clash. Oh, and it happens.
You can see a lot when you got two opponents.
That's
they're
it,
both
ladies and
jumping.
gentlemen, it's all over.
I believe that as the doctor stopped it.
You watch this one.
So what happens there? Oh,
and see, they both just went in for punches. It wasn't a deliberate. It wasn't intentional.
So what happens there? Does it go to a judge's tally up for the rounds?
I believe after 4 rounds of boxing, it goes and a cut commences and stops the fight. It will go to a points decision.
Right.
So they'll gather the judges' scores.
But it has to be after 4 rounds. It doesn't
after 4 rounds to make it eligible.
Yeah, I think some of the referees are now just chatting it over just to make sure that's the case. Because that cut, I do not think they'll continue with a cut that size.
We have one judge over here. I believe he's protesting. I think he's saying that not enough rounds have happened because it's a shorter fight. It's not a 12-round fight. It's only an 8-round fight. So
a couple of pro boxers there in the crowd.
So that would come to a no contest then?
It may be, yeah. We'll see, and depending on the rulings too for the ANBF.
Right.
That does, yeah. Depending on their current ruling systems as well, what it will be, and the judges will be and the referees will be up to date and up to speed with what the current call is to make, I believe.
And it's a shame because no one wants to win a title, no one wants to lose the title.
No, and not in this way, no. Mate, what can we say about that match? Like, both girls had a lot of heart, a lot of effort, put a hell of a lot of effort into that fight.
Oh, big shot.
Look at that.
Instantaneously, though.
Oh,
see the blood pouring out.
And you can see
Holly not happy, yeah.
Oh, no, like, because you don't even want to win a fight like that, you know?
No,
like, it's not.
Especially after a long camp, both girls have worked so hard.
Yeah.
For it to be ended on a cut, it's a shame, but it's also boxing in the day.
Yep.
These things happen, we have to accept the good and the bad. Sarah at the top there, she's just in disbelief.
Yeah.
And Dan, for yourself, have you ever been in a situation like this where the fight had to be ended on a cut?
No, I haven't, but seen many times. It must not be the best feeling, especially just the fact that where it was in the fight, halfway through, they're both starting to get their rhythm. And yeah, just unfortunate.
Let's go over to CJ Rose.
All right, let's have the fighters in the center of the ring, please. Bout number 3 of the evening here at Pathway Boxing, coming to you live from the RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia. This bout was scheduled for 8 rounds of action. The doctor stopped it with 5 seconds remaining in the 5th round. As we've completed 4 rounds, we turn to the judges' scorecard for a technical decision. This bout is for the ANBF Australasian Super Flyweight Championship, and we have Jay from Flex Fitness Equipment, your bout sponsor, here to present the winner with the title. And now we turn to the judges' scorecard for their decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unanimous. Your winner, and still ANBF Australasian Super Flyweight Champion, Holly Mayhem McMath.
There we have it. Holly McMath with the victory. Obviously not ideal how she probably wanted to win, but this is boxing.
And still, congratulations to Holly. Unfortunate to Sarah. I'm sure these girls will see and come back. Maybe the next pathway event. They'll be eyeing each other off. But I hope Holly can, Sarah can heal up pretty well, get that stitch tended to.
Of course, I feel like the crowd was just starting to come around into it, you know. So if this fight gets made again.
So yeah, just over that halfway point. Hey, when it goes to the decision, if it was any earlier, it would have just been a no contest.
Right. So after 4 rounds of completed boxing, it has to be stopped due to a head clash or a cut caused by, you know, accidental something other than a punch. Then they go to the judges' scorecards. And that's why it's important to try and bank up them early rounds, just in case something like this can happen.
Yeah, good point. Hey, good point.
I will hand it over to Daniel "The Rock" Dawson now for a quick in-ring interview with your champion, Holly.
All right. Fight fans, I'm here with your winner, Australian champion. Oh, Holly McMath, how does that feel?
Oh, look, it feels good to take the bout home again. It's been hanging on my wall for the last few months, so good to have it home tonight with me in the bed.
Look, the fight ended in a way I don't think you wanted any. No boxer wants it to end in that way. But let's talk about what was working for you in that fight. What was going on?
Well, to be honest, nothing really. I don't know. I didn't quite find my flow. Sarah made it awkward for me. We put on a good show, I think, for all the fans, which is awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's super hard to get fights, so a huge thank you to Sarah, and honestly, all the girls in Australia that want to fight, let's go, come on. It's amazing, win or lose, you have such an incredible experience, and I think, look what we've done here. If we get more women fighting, we can do this more often. I'm so thankful for everyone coming out tonight. Yeah.
This is a big call out to all of our fans, supporters, anyone out here.
Any flyweight, super flyweights. Let's go. Let's make the good fights happen here in Australia. Let's have the good fights here in Australia. Don't bring in overseas opponents. We've got the talent right here. Let's fight. Make the good fights. Come on.
There's the call out. Australia, you've seen it live here on Pathway Promotions. Holly is ready for anyone. Guys, put your hands together. A big round of applause for the champion.